It is 2:30, and as promised, we are here for our pop-up LinkedIn Live this week on a Friday. Today's topic is assertive versus aggressive body language. And why am I bringing this up? Well, I've been noticing a lot more negative comments and postings on social media lately. And if it's coming out in our written word and our comments, I'm sure it's leaking into our everyday body language as well. And whether you are the leader of the team or whether you're on the team, you will not get as far with your agenda if you are aggressive versus assertive. And there's a very fine line, and that's what I'm going to show you today. I am Allison Henderson. My company is Moving Image Consulting, and I am here to assist you in your body language, in your presentation skills. This is what I love to do to make you better communicators. So let's get right to it. I'm going to stand today because I want to show a little bit more of the body. And now that we're starting to go back a little bit more into the office in real life, so to speak, this is probably a good place to be as standing. So the difference between assertive and aggressive is all about your body line. So for assertive, if you're going to be assertive with your boss and stick to your guns about a pay raise, working from home, a project that you feel passionately about, you can be assertive while you are maintaining this line of head, shoulders, over your hips, over your toes. The minute you break that line, everybody, that's where the perception becomes assertive. So watch. If I'm talking to my boss and I say, I really believe that I deserve to have the raise that we had talked about that suddenly seems to be off the table, and I'm curious as to why that has happened. Now, the minute I stick my hip out a little bit, right, I really think that I want to talk about this raise that seems to be on the table and now it's off the table again. And I really want to understand why that's happening. Do you see all these extra little movements that start to come in, and it's like I'm all that, right? And it takes on a different tone. Even in my voice starts to react when I push that hip out. Sometimes breaking the line can be just a head tilt, like, okay, right? And just that little bit of a head tilt turns things aggressive because it becomes pursed lips often follow it. Sometimes the hip follows the head, those sorts of things. The other place that we see it and is in breaking the line forwards or backwards. So this would be as you are talking to somebody, coming into their face just a little bit, right? Breaking the line. You see, I'm not standing tall anymore. I'm breaking the line because I'm a little bit more in their face. Or the opposite could be like leaning back in the chair, like what? Right? There's that, I don't know, you become this machismo thing, like it becomes a challenge. And so that becomes perceived as aggressive because it's like a challenge. Okay, so you're going to give it to me or not. That's all the difference between assertive, keeping your line, and aggressive. Can be any of these other things, leaning forwards and all of this other stuff that gets in the way. So I encourage you to keep your opinions to a level that you're not holding on to them so hard that then you become aggressive. I encourage you to keep your body language in line and in check, and that will probably keep your voice and your tone and the words that you use a little bit more in check, and you're going to get further. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be assertive, but all of the things and the polarization that has happened in the nation recently, and the great resignation, and the Black Lives Matter and Me Too, and all of these things have emboldened some of us to become a little bit more aggressive rather than assertive. And you're just going to get so much further in your career if you are assertive and stick to your guns versus becoming aggressive. All right, that was your tip for today, for Friday. Let me know what you thought of that. If there are other individuals that you want me to be looking at and analyzing, if you notice, I've been posting some look-sees at different political people and things lately. But if there are speakers or other people that you think would be fun to analyze, let me know. And certainly, if you think that your team could use a little lunch and learn or a little talk about assertive versus aggressive behavior, because you certainly don't want them bringing this into your clients and into your customers, then reach out to me, because this can also be turned into a lunch and learn kind of training as well. All right, I'm Allison Henderson with Moving Image Consulting. Have a great day and a great weekend.